All right, this is your brother Issachar coming at you with another lesson. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaa Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone, which I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the aquas that's listening and learning. Today's video is going to be entitled, "It's Mr. Steal Your Girl, Adultery." Now I got inspired to do this video because when I was coming home from camp, I was walking to my car, but I had to take the elevator up to the floor where my car was parked at. And there were these two, there was a Judite woman and a Judite man on the elevator with me. And pretty much, you know, the Jake was over here trying to get at the woman and everything like that. Now, she didn't have anything going down that was skimpy or anything like that. You know, she just had on these pants and it made it look like she had some type of body. But at the same time, you know, when you look at her, you're like, and, you know, Jake always just likes to pretty much get at anything that he sees. Anything that he sees that's attractive, he has to make a move. And so pretty much I'm over here on the elevator, you know, with them, and fam is just shooting his shot left and right, left and right, left and right. You know, asking her, you know, pretty much giving her compliments, you know, telling her that she thick and all these other things or whatever. And she's saying thank you or whatever. Then he gets to the point where he like, "Oh, you got a boyfriend?" And then she like, "Yeah." And he still continues to try to get her. And then he asked her, "So how old are you?" She told her age. She told him her age. But before she said that, she was like, "Man, you asking a lot of questions." And pretty much he didn't care about that at all. You know, she told him that she had a boyfriend, told him her age and everything like that, and he kept shooting his shot. And then eventually, you know, she kept having a conversation with the dude. You know, she was over here blushing and giggling and everything like that because, you know, he over here trying to hop down. And pretty much eventually, you know, he probably got her number. I wasn't around for the end of it, but when I got off the elevator, she didn't walk to her car. She was still with him. She was still with him having a little mini conversation or whatever. So I'm pretty sure she gave in. And when I was over here listening to this conversation and just seeing the way, you know, how both of them were acting, you could tell both of them didn't care about the other person that's involved in this whole situation, which is her boyfriend, man. She didn't care that she had a boyfriend, and he didn't either. And when I'm just over here listening and looking at the whole situation, I'm like, see, this is another reason why the Most High is going to destroy a lot of our people, man, because they don't have any respect. They don't have any love, none of that, man. They just be like, look, I don't care if you got a boyfriend or if you're in a relationship or whatever the case may be. I'ma still do what I want to do anyway, you know. And Jake actually loved to get into those type of situations. You know, you got Jake out here making videos or whatever with them actually popping the female while she's on the phone with her so-called boyfriend or whatever. And then out of nowhere, they'll start screaming in the background like, "Oh yeah, we got her," running a train on her and everything like that. And then, you know, she feels salty. She feels bad about what she did, but at the same time, she's allowing it to happen. And when I'm just looking at it, I'm like, this is one of the reasons why our children and the way that we behave and the way that we are as a people, we are filthy, man. We are filthy because we just do not care about each other, man. Jake loves to get into these situations. He loves to get into these situations, and then he'll say something like, "I don't care if he find out. He can come find me. I'll beat his ass," whatever the case may be. You know how Jake act. And when I'm just over here listening to the conversation, I'm like, look at this wickedness right here, man. I'm like, the Most High gonna get both of them, man, because both of them are getting ready to commit adultery. All right. And so at the end of the day, I'm just gonna, you know, speak on this just a little bit, because you know, because it is what it is, man. The dude who got the suit on, that's him. He gonna be walking in on both of them that was in the elevator, and he gonna be like, "Hold on, man, what is this?" And he gonna have, you see the face of the dude that's in the bed, right? He gonna have that look like, "Yeah, I got her, now what?" And then the woman always had that surprise look or that shock look. oh no, as if because she know that she fucked up. But at the end of the day, the woman always find a way, to get out of the situation. But then, it's the man's fault as well. Because what does Jay like to do, man? He like to spit game. He like to spit game. He like to persuade the woman, And you're not supposed to be doing that, man. Go and find your own woman. Why you got to get somebody that already has somebody else? And the Most High gonna get him for that, man. The Most High is gonna get him for that. So let's start off with Mark 8:34. This is Mark chapter 8, verse 34. And it says, and when he had called the people unto him with his disciples, also, he said unto them, whosoever will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. For whosoever will lose his life for whosoever will save his life shall lose it. But whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save it. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he cometh in the glory of his Father with the holy angels. So at the end of the day, when Yahushua comes back with the angels and those chariots, the so-called UFOs, he's going to get rid of this adulterous and sinful generation. Because you got to remember, this is easy stuff to learn. A woman is supposed to be with one man her whole life, and a man is not supposed to take another man's wife. Plain, man. Plain. Now, let's say, both of them did connect or whatever, talked on the phone, and all of these other things, right? I'm pretty sure her so-called boyfriend is going to start assuming things. It's going to start getting to the point where he's going to be like, man, you on the phone a little bit more than usual, or you ducking out a little bit more than usual, or you acting weird. You're not acting the same. If a man feels some type of way, this is actually an act that he can actually do. If this was the ancient world, let's get Numbers 5 and 12. And it says, speak unto the children of Israel, saying to them, if any man's wife go aside and commit a trespass against him, and a man lie with her carnally, and it be hid from the eyes of her husband, and be kept closed, and she be defiled, and there be no witness against her, neither she be taken with the manner, and the spirit of jealousy come upon him, and he be jealous of his wife, and she be defiled, or if the spirit of jealousy come upon him, and he be jealous of his wife, and she be not defiled, then shall the man bring his wife unto the priest, and he shall bring her offering for her, the 10th part of an ephah of barley meal. He shall pour no oil upon it, nor put frankincense thereon, for it is an offering of jealousy, an offering of memorial, bringing iniquity to remembrance. And the priest shall bring her near and set her before the Lord. And the priest shall take holy water in an earthen vessel, and of the dust that is in the floor of the tabernacle the priest shall take and put it into the water. And the priest shall set the woman before the Lord, and uncover the woman's head, and put the offering of memorial in her hands, which is the jealousy offering. And the priest shall have in his hand the bitter water that causes the curse. And the priest shall charge her by an oath, Salakia, and say unto the woman, if no man have lain with thee, and if thou hast not gone aside to uncleanness with another instead of thy husband, be thou free from this bitter water that causes the curse. But if thou hast gone aside to another instead of thy husband, and if thou be defiled, and some man have lain with thee beside thine husband, then the priest shall charge the woman with an oath of cursing. And the priest shall say unto the woman, the Lord make thee a curse and an oath among thy people, when the Lord doth make thy thigh to rot and thy belly to swell. And this water that causes the curse shall go into thy bowels to make thy belly to swell and thy thigh to rot. And the woman shall say, amen, amen. So this is one of the reasons why you see, especially around Judite women, all the Israelite women for that matter, you go into the hood or whatever, you see their stomachs, it might have this weird shape, this molded looking, I ain't trying to be funny or anything, it might have this weird shape, might look all lumpy or whatever. They thighs may look funny. Their inner thighs or whatever might have a funny shape and shit. This is one of the curses that the Most High put upon a woman. And this is one of the things where if a man felt like he felt some type of way about his woman, it was like, man, I think she did something behind my back. He was able to do this. And if this curse, came upon a woman, then he'll know, like, oh, you did do something because your thighs and your belly is starting to look a certain way. I know a lot of women, that got that stomach and those thighs like that, man. All right, like I said, if you just Google it, y'all know what I'm talking about. The Jake woman, man, she be trying to look sexy or whatever. She be wearing those short ass shirts and everything, but they be showing her belly and they be looking weird, man. This is for a reason. This is one of the curses that the Most High put upon a woman. Okay, so if her so-called boyfriend from the story were to feel a certain way, he can go and do this. And then if he found out that she actually was what the elevator dude, man, he could put her away, man. Leave her alone and let her be under that curse. Okay, but we in this society, and that's what makes this so frustrating, man. Because at the end of the day, it's just like, damn, you could leave a woman alone and everything like that, so you ain't got to deal with her. But, it's still, it hurt. Every man been through it, where they loved a certain woman and everything like that, and when it came back to him, found out certain things was going on, it hit your heart. All of us went through it because, we human, man. We can have feelings attached. We can gain feelings for certain individuals. So you don't want to go through that. But at the same time, it's just like, damn, man, when it comes to our women in this generation, man, it's just like, damn, man, you can't really trust anybody. And then for the men, you can't, they don't want to be responsible for anything, man. They don't care about other men's wives, man. Like I said, they go and spit game. They like the dude in on the elevator. He literally asked, do you have a boyfriend? As if he was sincere about it. Like, oh, okay, well, if you have a boyfriend, I'm going to leave you alone. He literally asked a question and she said, yeah. Then he continued to speak to her. This is why this got to happen. Leviticus 20 and 10. This is Leviticus chapter 20, verse 10. And it says, and the man that committed adultery with another man's wife, even he that committed adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. And Apostle Tahar said this, man. He's like, look, the reason why, our people love to do wickedness is because nothing happens to them. Back in the ancient world, if you got caught doing wickedness, things like this will happen to you. You'll have to die, man. Let's imagine if this was in play today. It wouldn't be that much adultery going on, man. Because everybody would fear for their life. Everybody would fear the Lord. Because you'll have to go in front of the priest and you'll have to realize what you did. And you'll have to be stoned to death. You have to be burned to death or whatever the case may be. But nothing happens in this society because Esau glamorizes adultery. He glorifies wickedness. He lets you do whatever and be like, man, it's cool. You literally got women out here talking about, man, if my man catch me cheating, he shouldn't leave me immediately. He should work with me and help me become a better woman so that this won't happen again. What? What? No. I'm leaving your ass alone, man. You only get one shot at this. One. As soon as you mess up once, you through. Literally, especially if you're dealing with a man of the Lord, you through. You can't do that, man. You don't get a second chance. And back in the ancient world, you didn't get a second chance. If you got caught, and you got put to death, man. And that's one of the things that's going to make the kingdom so special is because we already know the law is going to be written in our inward parts, so we'll never go off. But we're going to understand this as well, man. The law is going to be in our inward parts, but we're going to feel it, though, man. We're going to be still have the fear of the Lord upon us. We're going to be like, nope, I'm not about to look at this brother's wife. Women going to be like, nope, I'm not about to get on the carousel. It's not going to be like that, man. We're going to be judging these other nations, these heathen nations, and letting them know that shit going to be happening to them because they still going to be in the flesh, man. Okay. But at the end of the day, getting back to this is madness. Okay, it's madness. They should both be put to death, because you already know it don't take long for Jake to hook up. Especially these days, they're not going to get on the phone, have multiple conversations, and then do this and do that, even though they shouldn't be doing that anyway. You know? But you already know, I'm pretty sure she ducked out, went over his crib, or they did something, or whatever the case may be. They hooked up, and it is what it is, and her boyfriend didn't know shit about it. Messed up, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. And it said, "For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge." We are very wise to do evil. Our people are wise to do evil, man. Like I said, do you have a boyfriend? Yeah. It don't matter. I'm still going to ask you your age. I'm still going to ask you where you getting ready to go, what you about to do later on today. Can I get your Snapchat? This and that. I'm still going to persuade you. I'm still going to give you what you want, take you out, you know, spend money on you and everything like that, just so I can get what I want at the end of the day. But I'm not going to think about the other person that she's supposed to be involved with. Playing games, man. Wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. Jake don't want to do right. They don't want to try to do right. They feel it in their spirit when they do wrong, but they don't want to repent from that. Jake literally would pick up the cross. They'll pick up a cross. They'll kiss the cross, and then they'll kiss the cross right before they do some type of wicked act, man. They'll kiss the cross, be like, "Please forgive me. You know, I'm just going through some things right now, and I promise I won't do it again." And then they'll go commit some type of wickedness literally minutes later, and be like, "Well," and they'll hold that to them. They'll be like, "Well, I kissed my cross and I did my little prayer, so I'm good." They don't have no fear, man. They don't have no fear, and that's what's gonna make Jacob's trouble actually special, man. Because they're gonna have fear then. They're gonna realize all of the wickedness that they did, and the Most High is gonna allow judgment to happen to them, man. These ancient world deaths, even more brutal than back then, is gonna start happening to them, man. And they're gonna realize it's supposed to happen to them, because they didn't want to hearken to the truth. Because there's brothers out here all over the world, man. There's brothers all over the world speaking about this, especially adultery. You know, we get on the women and everything like that, but we get on the men as well, because a lot of you niggas out there are through, man. Like I said, you just got that hood mentality, and you just want to keep rolling in your wickedness. So guess what? Like I said, the Most High is gonna get to the point where it be like, "All right, y'all don't have no fear of me, man. Y'all just gonna keep doing what y'all doing." You know what? Let me get Isaiah. Let me get Isaiah, the first chapter. And this is Isaiah chapter 1, verse, let's start at 3. It says, "The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel does not know. My people doth not consider." Ah, sinful nation. I love this verse, man. Ah, sinful nation. Most I like, look at my people. Damn, damn, damn. You know, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel to anger. They are gone away backward. Why should you be stricken any more? You will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick and the whole heart faint. Most I like it. How about Simeon Dominicans? Like, why should I even put you in slavery again, or put you in these oppressed conditions? You still gonna do wicked anyway. You just gonna keep doing it, because they don't have what? They don't know their master. They don't know their Lord. They don't know their power. They don't know Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. They don't fear Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. So they're gonna keep doing wickedness. But like I said, the Most High is gonna bring that fear upon them in Jacob's trouble. And then when they come back in the kingdom, they ain't got to worry about this no more, because the Most High is like, "Look, I'm just gonna put the law in their inward parts. I ain't got to worry about this no more. They supposed to be my peculiar people. I got to make sure they represent me." Because he already know at the end of the day, we can't uphold, man. We can't be a people for him in this flesh. So he's gonna bring judgment now, and then he's gonna make us perfect later. All right. So let's get one more scripture, then we're gonna close it out. Let's get 1 Corinthians 7:1, because this is plain right here. This is what you should be doing when it comes to you finding a man or finding a woman. It says, this is 1 Corinthians 7:1. It says, now concerning the things whereof you wrote unto me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband. Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence, and likewise also the wife unto the husband. That's plain. Let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband. Out of all of the people in this world, Jake, for some reason, get a rush out of taking somebody else's woman. Or, Eve get a rush out of committing adultery, cheating, or whatever the case may be, They get a rush out of doing that. And that's wicked, man. That's messed up, man. You got demons on you. All the people in the world, why do you have to get somebody who's already taken? That's another thing too, man. Jake don't have any patience, man. And Jake is just too thirsty. Like I said, the woman that he was talking to wasn't even all that. You could tell she was overweight and everything like that. You could tell she only take care of herself just a little bit. You know how the hood rats look. how Jake looked too in the hood, They just carry themselves any type of way, man. And I'm just like, look at this. He going this hard for this? I'm like, damn, you at least gonna do this shit, like, get you a model looking chick or something. But you shouldn't be doing it at all, Don't do it at all. If they take it, leave them alone. All right. So I just wanted to bring that out because it was just tweaking me out when I was just listening to them speak. I'm like, look at this, man. She literally telling them like, yeah, I got a boyfriend and everything like that. And he consistent. He just persistent, man. Just keep speaking. And the more he spake, the more she started giggling and blushing. And then she just gave in, man. Like, fuck it, man. I'm about to go ahead and just see what he about. Even though I told him I got a boyfriend. This place got to go, man. This place got to go. We are through as a people. And we need to come back as a nation, and we will. Through the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. All right? So I hope it was edifying. So with that, I'm going to say, call Halayim, Yahweh Ba'Hasham, Yahushua, Ba'Hasham, Rachaa Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone, which I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Akwat that's listening and learning. And Yahweh Ratazah, I'll be back with another lesson. Keep pushing, Yasharala. Keep pushing. We almost out of here. Shalom.